founder and editor of the XR Beat, and today I'm joined by David Tanghe. David comes from the construction industry. He's not a technologist by trade, and we're going to be talking about that today. David, thank you so much for joining me. Could you tell me a little bit about yourself and about your business, Tersarai?
Hi, Luke. Good to see you. Well, I'm David. I'm 45 years old, work in construction since I was 15 years old. So I'm highly experienced in construction, but also tech enthusiast. So I started to follow the smart glasses, bought some smart glasses in the past, always with the main thought, how can it change my workflow? So that's why I started Tersarai.
It's really interesting, David, that you come from a construction site background as opposed to a pure sort of software or, headset background. How would you say that changes the way that you think about smart glasses?
Oh, for me, it was like a dream coming true. In the beginning, the technology was not ready for it, but the technology evolves fast. And then when the AI came to the smart glasses, this opened up my eyes. I'm a construction site manager working on big construction sites with many laborers. And the thing is, you have the miscommunication because they don't speak your English or French or whatever. Now you have the translation tool, and it opened up my eyes.
And is there anything that people from outside of the construction industry might miss about how work happens on site? So experience that you've built up through, being there and doing the job.
Okay, the thing is, the miscommunications, the errors on the job site, the safety faults. The thing is, you cannot communicate with the people. They miss the blueprints. You have to check 25 times a day. And it was frustrating for the people, frustrating for me. It didn't go as planned, And when I put the glasses onto the face, did the explanation, had the translation, it was like they opened up the eyes, and it was the workflow that I was hoping for. And this was only the beginning.
Yeah, so practical experience coming through in the way you've developed your products. That's really interesting. And you mentioned a language barrier there. What about other problems that smart glasses can solve?
Okay, for me, like I'm a construction site manager. You have to work on real high heights. It's you stand on a ladder. You need to take measurements. You need to take photos. Always put your cell phone out. It's dangerous. Now you just say to the smart glasses, "Hey, take a picture," and it takes a picture. The measurements are correct. The pictures are really in a good pixel. You can zoom in. You can capture things. You can see unsafe situations. You capture it. You can write your report afterwards when you have a meeting, and otherwise you have to write it down. Now you have teleprompters you can follow. So this is also a good thing to do. You can involve many more things into it, like the loading of trucks, missing materials.
Yeah, so give us, David, give us a visualization almost of what a user will see. So let's say we're talking about workflow guidance. What would the worker see or be doing on site?
The text of how he can approach the work. He can see the blueprints. You can put 2D files or 3D files into the glasses. He can see the existing situation and the new situation. The field of view is really good with this. It's a really great experience. That's what I also experience with workers on my job site. It's a new world coming through. So yeah.
And thinking about workers that might not have used smart glasses before or might not be too au fait with technology in general, how much information on their glasses is distracting, and how do you bring people along that might not have worked with the technology before?
I experienced that before. I had some people working on job sites. They cannot even work with smartphones. And I explained it to them. They are like, no, it's nothing for me. And but the moment you put the glasses on and you guide them step by step, they turn on really quickly. They change quickly. They say to me, "Bring your glasses," and I put the glasses on, and they adapt really quick because they see the benefits with it. It's not to make the work harder. It's to make the work easier. You can see it's like relieving the stress from a job site because of that.
And obviously Tersarai is a software company, but talk to us
Yeah.
about hardware. Which glasses do you find actually work the best on building sites? Do you have any particular partners that you recommend and
I, I
often work with?
I work with Rokid glasses, the Rokid glasses AI plus AR glasses. For me, they are really good. You have it's a green layer, but it really is good because it doesn't make your eyes fatigue, and it's a really good glasses to work on. And the benefits of the Rokid glasses is that they're now open source, and you can build your own apps into it. You can do anything with them. So I also reached out to Ray Neo with the X3 Pro. This is something I'm gonna try out in the nearby future. And I see that many smart glasses are coming through now with the AR technology, and yeah, they're gonna flood the market very soon because yeah, it's a booming market I have seen now.
Okay, that sounds good. Now let me switch tacks to a product named Secure View.
Yes,
Now,
and
I don't want to go too much into this because it's new and I don't know too much. So I want you to introduce Secure View. Tell us what it is, where are you up to with it, and what problem is it going to try to solve within the market?
Mhm. It's an application secure view because on job sites worldwide you have social fraud and social dumping, and everybody works in Belgium with a check-in at work, but the people come also with false papers. You cannot tell the real ones from the fake ones. And when you have like an inspection, it's not only the people they take away because they are the real victims on the job site, but they also go to us, to the head contractor, and also to the owners of the big company, and they have really high fines. They have also jail time. So what we are now creating, and it's really, and it's not a prototype anymore. It's now tested on job sites of our company, and it's working really good because you can do, how do you say, the control. You walk by. It's completely privacy by design. It's completely GDPR proof, but you can do your extra control to see if people are authorized or not unauthorized.
And how does it conduct that vetting process? Is it a piece of AI driven software?
It's AI and also with cameras and stuff, but it's completely GDPR proof, and we are connected with the database of the government because you have, like here in Belgium, it's the RSZ, and every worker needs to be filled in with the RSZ, and then everything is okay. But when the job site is like you have 100 or 150 people, you just look to your computer screen and say, yeah, everybody is checked in. The names go correct. They're all checked in, but you never know who the person really is. And that's what we now we found a way to solve this problem.
Let's think a little bit more about deployment now, kind of practical
Mhm.
issues. What would you say, David, that CEOs and CTOs and senior level executives often misunderstand about XR and particularly smart glasses pilots within
Mhm.
construction?
6 months ago, people were afraid about the technology. They all see it as a spyware coming on. But this is not the way you have to see it because this is not true. As for the worker, they can implement a new worker real fast as before. You have to put somebody with a worker. You have to teach them. You lose some time. You lose some money. With smart glasses, you can go to the point that the worker is introduced into the company. You can win that time over just by smart glasses.
Yeah.
It will change your company real fast. It gets you a really good return on investment
Mm.
also.
And it's really interesting that you brought up return on investment, David, because that was my next
Hmm.
question. So I'm glad that you did. Tell me what
Yeah,
return on investment looks like for your clients in the construction business.
you can take away the errors. You find a crack somewhere or you find a big problem, and this was not foreseen, and the construction site manager calls everybody up. This is a zone you cannot work. It's closed, and you have to put down the architect, you have to put down the engineer. everybody. You go to a special meeting, and this is a zone that you lose money because you cannot work. You go behind your schedule. With smart glasses, you can now look to the problem. You can call everybody up. They can see through your glasses what the problem is. They can even put the blueprints through the glasses. Everybody is approved. The language barriers. If you have to go as a construction site manager 3, 4 times in an hour to see if the people do the work correctly because they didn't understand you, you can arrange the construction site manager explain it once, go take a look, control everything, do a checkup, and they go to another place. This is the working flow that's going better. That it's really the return on investment is good.
Okay, so I have one last question, and
Mm.
it's been really interesting speaking to you about Tersarai and about yourself and your background. But I want to just
Thank you.
ask you to speculate. Where do you think that the XR and the smart glasses market in particular will be in, let's say, 2 to 3 years' time? Not just in construction, but in enterprises in general.
For me, to be honest, it's going to be mainstream then. We have now, I experience at this moment that the market is really, it's not that you have to go to the market and introduce yourself. The market is already interested, and they now starting to pull you. This is what I experience right now. And to be honest, in 3, 4, 5 years, it's going to be mainstream. This is going to be mainstream. Yeah, for sure.
Hopefully, with Tersarai at the forefront
Yeah,
of the
I
construction
hope so
sector.
too. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Thank you.
I'll watch the business with interest. I think it's a really good product. That was it, David. In terms of the questions I had for you today, it's been really good getting you on and hearing about your kind of unique background and the Tersarai offering. So thanks so much for coming on, and we'll speak to you soon.
Thank you, Luke. Okay,
Take
bye-bye.
care.